the interception?
That was part of just being in the right place at the right time. You know, C-Series coming off the edge of the pressure, and he made the quarterback force a bad play, and I just happened to be in the right spot to make a play on the ball.
How soon did you see that? Because you were only a few feet away. I mean, did it kind of take you by surprise?
Well, I saw that it was like a bootleg pass, and so the person that I was on initially was actually right behind me. I think that's who the quarterback was trying to throw to, but I just happened to be in front of him at the time when he tried to get away with it.
Were you guys frustrated you get more pressure, the front four, get more pressure on Wilson tonight?
Well, we knew we had like a big job coming in, even though like our coach was just telling us to just do regular thing, have fun and everything. But we knew initially that we would be the sort of like the factor roles and like getting pressure on the quarterback to keep it off like our DBs and stuff.
When Ellis was talking about the D-line as a whole, he kind of mentioned that later in the game you guys kind of got into bull rushing a little bit, I guess. And he didn't mention anything in particular, but what was your kind of read on that?
I think up to that point we were trying to do anything to get back to the quarterback, whether it was like a bull rush outside or any kind of thing. So it was just probably a little more so not frustration, just trying to get back to the quarterback than anything else.
Victor, can you just walk us through the touchdown pass where the guy got by you? I mean, is that just a matter of he won the matchup? Is there anything you could have done differently there in that your technique?
Yeah, I definitely could have done something different. Just got a little bit more on him. I let him off the line a little bit too easy. And, good quarterback, good wide receiver, good relationship. Just can't do that.
How good was Tyler Wilson from the perspective of someone who had to basically defend? How precise was he? How good was he from your perspective back there?
Yeah, he was good, man. He put almost 300 yards on us. So can't say much. He really torched us, kind of.
Devin, the defense was put in a couple of tough situations there late, but made some stands, not going to get down, making the score even more than it was. Defense playing a lot of pride. It seemed like the score.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like we have a lot of pride, like our defense. We won't ever want the offense just to easily get a score. We just practice every day. Like they don't have to score unless basically we let them. So we sort of take that as every game, like every score, we sort of like put more pressure on us to not let them score again or get anything.
Victor, can you talk about returning kicks, that role tonight, and how you think you did?
I think I did well, except for the last one. Just got to get used to carrying the ball again, holding it high and tight when I get into traffic.
Is that something you've been lobbying to do? Have you been asking for a chance to do that, or did they just come to you and say,
in the spring I was doing it, but I had the first 2 games I was suspended, so right. I had kind of fell back in the depth chart, and then just got a chance to get back there for the first time this game and try to make something happen.
How close have you come to breaking that one? You trying to help you on midfield?
I should have just tried to make one more move on the kicker and try to split the guy that was behind me. It'd come with more experience carrying the ball again.
For both of you guys, how much did you miss Antonio today, and how so?
Antonio's a good athlete. He makes a lot of plays for us at spur and everything. So I think we felt a little bit of a loss with him not being here, but I think the players behind him, DeMario, stepped up enough tonight to help us out, even though we took a loss.
Victor, your thoughts on that, just from someone who kind of plays back behind where Antonio plays? What about that?
I mean, Antonio's a great leader for our team, and he made a lot of big plays this year. It definitely hurt us a little bit not to have him, but we got to move on and play hard, and just DeMario played a good game, so I can't knock DeMario.
Last, either one of you, you've been kind of in control of your own destiny since you had a tiebreaker with Georgia. Now that you lost, kind of got pulled for Auburn, Kentucky, and still in Florida. What are your thoughts about that?
In the beginning of the game, we talked about it. Just not losing because we didn't want to put the control in Georgia's hands. So now it's definitely tough, but we're going to come out this week, practice hard, and just get prepared for Florida and come out and try to beat Florida.
Thanks, guys.